So in this video you're going to learn how to play what you heard me play during the introduction. To simplify what this is all about, basically there's always a bass drum on beat 1, there's always a bass drum on beat 3, and then the additional bass drum that appears each bar moves along by a 16th note each time, or it'll move that way if you're looking on your screen. Practice it at different tempos. I played the introduction at 85 beats per minute. We use 16th notes on the hi-hats. That's played with single strokes using your leading hand. For me, obviously I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand on the hi-hats. Snare drum always goes on beat 2 and 4. So let's get the music on the screen and all 3 cameras on the go so you can see what's going on. Right, let's take a look at bar 1. So bar 1, in fact every bar will cover this now. Hi-hats are playing 16th notes. We count those 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Snare drum on beat 2 and beat 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, in bar 1 the bass drums go on beat 1 and beat 3, like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. In bar 2 the bass drums go on 1 E, 3 E. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. If you can't get that, don't worry, slow it down. Okay, play the tempo like you're comfortable with. But before you move on to the next bar, make sure the bar that you're working on is correct before you just jump ahead. Otherwise you're going to miss out on things and it's going to be a bit sloppy when we try and play it all the way through. Okay. Bar 3, a little bit easier than bar 2. The bass drums go on 1 and 3 and, like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, so this takes us to bar 4. Bar 4, bass drum on 1 A, 3 A. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Again, pause this video, work on that bar at your own tempo. You don't need to play the tempo I'm playing at. Obviously this is for a lesson. Make sure you've got it right before you move on to the next bar. This brings us to bar 5. Right, drummers would call this a 4 on the floor type rhythm. Why? Because there's a bass drum on every quarter note, okay? So the bass drum's go on 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, so make sure the bass drum and the snare drum match up with each other. If the bass drum goes slightly before the snare drum, or the snare drum isn't in time with the hi-hat, make sure that they're all matched up perfectly, okay, so they're in time with each other. Bar 6 sounds like this. The bass drum goes on 1 and 2 E, and then it goes on 3 and then 4 E, okay? So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So this takes us to bar 7. Bar 7, the bass drums go on 1, the and of 2, 3, and then the and of 4. Sounds like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, we're nearly there. Nearly at the end, okay? This is bar 8. Bar 8, the bass drum goes on 1, the A of 2, 3, and then the A of 4. Okay, so it sounds like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. It's a nice little rhythm, that one, in its own right. Feel free to practice it, use it if you play along with things, or if you're making your own compositions, or you're making your own rhythms. It's a good little starting point. The bass drums being close together sometimes take a bit of practice. A bit like when you're doing bar 2, okay, the bass drums are quite close together, well they're very close together. And we're going to finish in bar 9 with a fill, which is dead easy. It's a flam on the snare drum. Okay, so bar 9 sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. Okay, right, I'm going to just show you so you got a bit of context from bar 8 to bar 9. It sounds like this. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5. That's it. Ideally what I'd like you to do at this point is go back and practice so you can loop it round, so you maybe do it 3 or 4 times, practice at different tempos, and look out for the next video, because what we're going to do is we're going to do it as an alternative stroke or alternate strokes, okay, on the hi-hat. So we're not going to just play single strokes on the hi-hats, we're going to swap our hands over, but we'll cover that in the next video. See you in that one, good luck, and let me know if you've got any questions at all, stick them in the comment section, I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you very much.